Hello. I'm eating cereal right now. I'm here. I am here. I'm eating cereal. I'm eating cereal right now. Uh, YouTube for some reason is not connecting through Stream Elements, so I can't dual stream right now. So I'm just gonna upload this VOD. It's gonna be a VOD on YouTube later. But I'm gonna get the game. Hold on. Let me get in the game. Let me get into a game and then we can actually start yapping. I just feel like talking today. Okay. All right, we're good. We good. We good. Everything's set. Sorry, I'm like not paying attention to play. It's a busy day today for me. I fell asleep for several hours by accident. I don't know why. I think it's like I might be getting slightly sick. Hey, Darkslayer. I just saw you pop up. Hey, Darkslayer. Shit. I just dropped that 1p. That's too bad. There we go. I like. I fell asleep for a really long time today, and I stayed up late for me yesterday. I think I stayed up until like almost midnight. Ooh, yeah, Grandma's up late and crazy. Flipping up my cereal, getting drunk and crazy. Anyway, sorry, the AI activated. Stayed up really late until like 11 p.m. Last night, I was watching movies. I was watching movies with my sweetie. I'm gonna furry time this for now and just see where it goes. Staying up late watching movies with my sweetie. How do you do? Because I was trying to prove my love. You know, sometimes you gotta prove your love. You gotta prove to your sweetie that you can hang. You know? Oh, fuck. I can't hang. By the way, I'm doing really bad in mod. Hold on a second. Let me show you. Let me show you where I am. Let me actually show you where I am. Okay, we're really bad off. We've just had really bad games. And by we, I mean I specifically have had really bad games without the support of the chat telling me exactly how to think and do things and disparaging me for being really bad at this game. I have suffered. Uh-oh. Yeah. Oh, Darkseid, we're going to talk about Tombstone. We're going to talk about Dune 1 in just a second. Yeah, I was watching movies because I wanted to show my sweetheart, my sweetie, that I appreciated them because of the 5 love languages. The 5 lug languages. I'm a bit of a lug myself. My G-Toy suggestions were greatly. Yeah, I mean, without someone constantly telling me to play the same hand over and over again, how could I succeed without you? You know, I desperately need people to tell me over and over again. Cheetoy. 7 pairs. Please, this very inefficient hand. I need you to play it. Yeah, I've just been doing poorly. So I was working the past. Oh, overboard. Hold on, I gotta give you a well, I hope you have really
Overlord
good
Wheel just
games. Thank you
traded
so
with
much for
8
bringing your
viewers.
community over. Thank you. Hello, fellow human hybrid. Yes. Just like William is half whale, half human, half Mahjong player, I too am a transhuman. I guess that would be the science fiction term. Being a snake inside a machine, inside a human. 2101. So pretty. That's very nice. Or 2201. I forget. Yeah. I have had some really bad games, so I'm glad to hear that you have had good games. Hopefully your good luck will pass on to me. Your flow and your mastery of this game will inspire me to suck less at this game. Why are you in? That's a really good question, Will. That's a really I had a lot of misfortune. Let's look at the wait. Hold on. Let's look at what happened. This is why I'm in gold. This is why I'm in gold. I had a lot of hands that didn't make, you know? Sheer bad luck. Or very small hands in general. Have you considered the alternative winning? I've thought about it. I've given it a good thought or two. I've given it a minute. Raid song lyrics. Join the Whale Cup. It starts next week, yo. Join the Whale Cup. 1250 prize pool. Yes, I was gonna say Snake is already in it. I'm already in it. I was just gonna say, if you don't already know, Whale Cup, which is hosted by Whale on Ricci City, is next week. So let me see if I can find the. Hold on a second. Well, we're still playing. I'm reaching up so I can actually Google this real quick. Let me see if I can find the information about. I have to code for it now, so I gotta lurk now. Yeah, that's yeah. Go, feel free, Will. Go ahead and take a break. Let me just put your info up. I'm gonna just put the Twitter. There we go. I just put the Twitter post link in chat. So for those of you who don't know about Will Cup, Will has a tourney coming up on May 16th for qualifiers. And there's a large prize pool. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I love tourneys. I don't know why. They're just the best. They honestly are the best. And Will puts in a lot of effort for the community to do these tourneys. He does them regularly. I honestly, he does so much work for them. So we should celebrate that. Go to an IRL tourney. Yeah. Snake I am very competitive. I'm very bad at the game as well, so pros cons. I'm glad y'all are here. And yeah, we're just gonna play Mahjong today. I'm gonna yap. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm gonna yap today because I watched some movies last night. My games have been so bad. Okay, my games have been so bad. I haven't been able to obsessively play game after game. Like I usually do because the games have been going so bad. So I took a break, invested in my relationship by trying to speak my sweetie's love language, and that's one of the tourney hype. Yeah, Dolphin. It is tourney hype. That's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about the 5 love languages. Another subject regarding love, which is Val Kilmer in the 1993 movie Tombstone. And then my thoughts on Dune, Dune 1, which I watched the first time. The Dune with Timothée Chalamet, the young actor, Timothée Chalamet. You may have heard of him before. And that's what I'm going to yap about because I just felt very talkative. I just felt like I needed to tell someone about my thoughts and feelings. And didn't want to call my mother earlier today, but she didn't want to hear about my thoughts about the 1993 movie Tombstone featuring Val Kilmer. Who stole the show. Honestly, stole the show. I want to get... I should do a poll. Maybe I should do a poll. That's what I need to do. Can I run a poll by you guys? Can I run a poll by you guys? Hold on. I'm making it as we speak. I'm doing it very poorly because I'm also playing Mahjong at the same time. What is your love language? Now, what are the... I need to find what the different ones are. Wait, let me hold on. I'm gonna Google this quick too. Googling with the speed of light. Okay, I got it. You know what? If I recheat, this would be so much easier to type. It's words of affirmation. Hold on. Words of affirmation, quality time. That's a good one. I'm already biased. Gifts. What are the other ones? Acts of service. And then physical touch. Okay. Quick 3-minute poll. What is your love language? I want to know. Say hitting us with the real G talk. I know I am hitting you with the real G talk. I need you to tell me. What is your primary love language? Just take the time to think through it. And let me use the Wikipedia-based definition so you know what we're talking about. Words of affirmation are when you show love through verbal communication, compliments, and encouragement. You know, you're just like, oh, you're the best around. Nothing's ever gonna get me down. You're the best around. You know, that kind of stuff. Quality time is apparently showing love by giving undivided attention, full attention, engaging in meaningful conversations, and participating in various activities together. Gifts, that's the third love language, is showing love through thoughtful and meaningful gifts that symbolize appreciation and affection. You did this test recently, Abyss? You have to remember. You have to dig in your heart and find out whether me and Mahjong have a love-hate relationship. Yeah. Acts of service, showing love by performing various tasks that are helpful and ease the partner's burden. Acts of service. Physical touch, showing love through physical gestures such as hugging, kissing, holding hands, among others. It's not the perverted way. We can all do that. But physical touch is, you know, like you give your sweetie a little, you give them a little kissy roo. You give them a little smoochy poo. You hold hands. The most forbidden of acts. That's what that is. So I need to answer these questions. Very important. Very important. I need to figure out what kind of community Mahjong players are a part of. Yeah, cooties. Yeah, you do get cooties from holding hands, from giving little giving little titties, giving little like kissies, little huggies. You know, you ever squeeze someone real tight? You're like, I'm squeezing the shit out of you. If I squeeze you anymore, all your organs will pop out of your body. Big squeeze, big squeeze. Squeeze the shit out of you. Snake language, yeah, that's the love language of snake. Is just give you a little squeezy. It doesn't. It could be taken. There could be a euphemism in there. There could be, but you know, I'm not crass. Okay, I'm not a crass snake. Okay, I'm just saying you could give someone a little bit of a squeeze. You know, just like that. So go ahead, fill out the poll, and be honest. It's anonymous, so you don't have to embarrass yourselves in front of the other chatters by revealing what a big softy you are. But this is very important community data that I'm going to use against you all at a later time. Oh, let me drop this. Yeah, okay. I'm going to view the results. Oh. Only 2 of you answered, you cowards. You cowards. Wow. And people said quality time and acts of service. I think that's very lovely. I think that's actually very lovely. I was gonna say, quality time, acts of service, those are so kind. Those are so kind. I voted and I said it out loud. Yep. Quality time. Yes, Abyss both said it. Abyss is proud. Unlike the rest of you, you're like, show my love. I couldn't. So tough and cool. Guys, please stop trying to RP me, because that's what I'm like. But you know, you should actually think acts of Chitoy. Yeah, acts of Chitoy. You should actually think about it. How do you show someone that you like them? How do you show someone that you like them? You want to, and you love them with your heart. It doesn't have to be romantic love. It could be just like, you know, in your heart. Be for your best bro. For your best bro. It could be for in my case, your best hoe, you know, when you women friends, you're like, this is my favorite. This is my favorite biddy. You gotta tell them somehow. You gotta tell the people in your life somehow that you like them. You like being around them. You like seeing them. You gotta do it. It's very important. And you gotta do it for yourself too. You know, you gotta tell yourself, I like you. You gotta look yourself in the mirror and you gotta say, you're not the worst. You're not the worst. I'm single. You tell me how. There's definitely people in your life that you loved, and you know, you can just explain, like, how do you express that? How do you express that you like someone? What do you call it when you ask them what towel they're waiting on to deal into their Yakuman? Guys, obviously if you're a Mahjong player, I was expecting everyone to say quality time, because I know you spend a lot of quality time playing Mahjong and hanging out with me playing Mahjong. You guys are avid lovers of Mahjong. You dirty Mahjong lover. Disgusting. 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 I know that your love languages are not words of affirmation. This is not a very affirming community. Something I noticed. Not a lot of affirmation in the community. But, you know, quality time. You know, we're all here. We all just hang out in each other's chats. We just chill. We just chill out. So that's what I was expecting out of the poll, was that, like, quality time would end up being the most important. But as always, no one wanted to participate. Everyone's a freaking shy guy. Freaking shy guys. I spent time playing Mahjong. Don't know if it's quality. It's definitely quality, because you give it, you know, you engage meaningfully in conversation, and you are way too invested, and etc. Various other things. I'm a words of affirmation kind of person. I'm very bad at it, though. This is the problem. I was raised by people who never knew how to give compliments, because they were very critical. So, and that's why I play this game too, because, you know, I thrive under criticism. If someone tells me I'm doing a bad job, I'm like, oh yes, this is the kind of care I received as a child. I remember it so fondly. Yes, thank you for telling me I'm doing a bad job. Is it quality time or is it penance for karmic mistakes? That's a really good question. That's a really good question. So, okay, so maybe I just want to believe that my love language is words of affirmation. It probably isn't. It probably isn't. It probably is quality time, except I'm so bad at quality time. Are you guys good at quality time? Are you good at giving someone your full, undivided attention? I feel like, you know, I mean, it can be situational. Yeah. I can't, I think I've brain rotted too much. Like, I'm gonna just admit, I'm a bad listener. I'm a yapper, and I'm also a bad listener. And I've brain rotted so bad. I do not have any attention span, which you all know. You've seen my games. I have zero attention span. Oh, it's awful. Oh, I feel bad about it, and I do not need to fix it. I do not think. Yeah, Cuz is right. I don't even give myself my undivided attention. Exactly. Exactly. Do you see what I mean, by the way, about unlucky games? Like, we've just been playing it fairly conservatively, just unlucky in the games. Just want to point that out. Um, yeah, I don't, like I have a very hard time having like full attention anymore. It's not because I have ADHD. I'm not diagnosed with that, and I don't think it's very helpful sometimes to say that you have some, you have I don't have ADHD. I have not been diagnosed with ADHD. I think it's just like I honestly have lost attention because I spend a lot of my time on the internet and I've brain rotted myself. And I've lost the ability to care enough to put my full divided attention on things. It's very bad. You should put meaningful attention on things that you enjoy. Wait a minute. I have put a lot of attention on Mahjong. I do play a lot of Mahjong online every day, like obsessively. And then I end up with these situations. Jesus Christ, look at all these fourths. Then I end up in these situations. But I usually in my life, I don't put as much quality time into things. Bad. I wish I did. Kind of like I wish words of affirmation was my love language. Now, one of my love languages is not gifts. It is 100% never going to be gifts. And this is why. Or GIFs, as they're sometimes called. And this is why. I was again raised by people who felt no love in their hearts. The parents are fine. I was raised by people who are just really bad at like giving gifts. I don't know, like, emotionally stunted people who would just be like a gift? Why would I do that? Like, what have you done to earn the gift? Question mark? Confusion? Like, and it's not in a mean way. It's like honest to goodness, like a physical object. I'm frugal as heck, so gifting would be my thing. Would gifting be? Don't mind donating, giving money to the cause. I used to be quite the romantic type with thoughtful gifts or services or whatever, but I'm very poor at receiving that myself. Ah, see? Very aware. Very self-aware. You can't tell me what I should and shouldn't talk about. Hi, Mary. Hello. Yeah, I think, like, I'm really bad at gifts because I'm just not... Gifting isn't more about earning it. Yeah, I think, like, people who are very frugal are very good with giving gifts because they're like, this is a lot of effort. This is a lot of resources, and that's meaningful. Yeah, and it's showing that you care. I'm really bad at it because I'm bad at showing people that I care about them. I'm bad at it. I do it in annoying ways. I don't do it in a normal way that a normal person would be able to tell, like, this person cares about me. I don't give gifts because in my life I've never wanted physical objects or things. I don't understand. That's why I like giving gifts, but I don't like receiving them. Same. I don't like receiving gifts, and I don't like giving gifts. I don't understand gifts. That's why I have to study humans as a snake. I have to take a lot of time studying humans to learn what it means to be human. And what the fuck a gift is. Snakes don't give gifts. They leave, like, shed skin and crap, Like a uric pile, Like, don't even pee right. You get artwork or digital things like games as gifts or consumable things like food. Yeah. Like, I understand getting people food. That's, like, something that fuels you. You can use that to get from point A to point B. The gift is fine. Giving gifts is the JRPG min-maxing of love. Yeah. Gifts are fine, but it's knowing that they took the time to think of you. Yeah, I think that's the thing. Like, I think about people, but then I get into panic. That's what the gift represents, hopefully. Yeah, I think you're very right. Like, that kind of care, like, oh, like, I specifically thought about what this person likes, and I took the time to get them something. I go into paralysis when I have to get a gift for someone, because I'm just like, I need to find I start thinking, like, I need to engage with capitalism and find, like, a physical object that shows a value to give to them, or, like, I guess I could make a gift, but I'm very clumsy because I'm a snake. I don't have hands unless I'm in my mech, and then I'm using my human robot hands. I should have punned that, by the way. I really should have punned that. Um, yeah, I think like, you know, that's pretty that's pretty rough. That's pretty rough. I have a hard time with gifts. I think people who are really good gift givers, like my sweetheart, like my sweetheart is really good at giving gifts. It's kind of annoying actually because he'll just show up. He'll have like a million fucking gifts during Christmas. He just passes them out like candy. He's like, "Oh, I thought about this. You told me once about this time that you read this book, and I thought about it, and I found a book that was very similar to it that I think you would like." And it's always a really thoughtful thought. Touch is a good love language because touch is the only sense that we can trust is real. Wow, B. That's pretty. I mean, I enjoy physical touch, but I don't like kissing. I like hugging. I can hold hands. I don't like touch most of the time. I don't like touch most of the time. What about cuddling? I like cuddling. But I think the thing that I do that is physical touch related that really is actually annoying is I just poke people with my finger. What about phantom limb? Yeah. Is that real? 'Cause they were yeah, because they were stalking and observing you. I cannot help myself. I think I learned it from like I don't know where I learned this. Early Facebook years or something. I just when I really like someone, I just go up to them and I give them a poke with my finger. I just like with my pointer finger. I just like boop, boop, boop. I just give them a little boop, boop. Right, usually right in the bicep. I'm like boop, and then they're like, "Stop it! God, I'm trying to eat." And I'm like, "But I love you." I don't say I love you. I don't tell them that. I just laugh and I just poke again and then I run away. Very very childish, honestly, approach to telling someone that you love them. It's impolite to poke people. I know. It's not nice. And I like giving people like a little, like I give a sweetie a little smooch sometimes, just a little. But it's always just like that, like a little closed mouth. I don't like open mouth kiss. I think that's gross. Some people in my life I know like open mouth kisses, and they chase me around and they say, "Oh, sweet kisses." I'm like, I cannot do this. I just do little closed mouth kisses. Some kids at my work stick out their fingers for boops, ET phone homes. Oh my god. I fucking love an ET phone home. Two little fingies meeting in the midair. Boop. Boop. No palms touching. That's ideal. I mean, I like a firm handshake. What gentleman doesn't like a firm handshake now and then? But better than a firm handshake. Just a little boop. Just boop. Boop, boop. Just boop, boop. Better than socially enforced hugs or handshakes. I like a firm handshake between lovers. I hate touching people. I understand that. But I feel like, as far as like, physically, like outward displays of public interaction with someone where you touch them, like a firm handshake, a manly handshake, you just like like a super mask, rough, so tough, like a firm handshake. I'm like, yes, this is business. We are now business partners. This is good. This is a way to say this is how I show you. And I give the fingies a little squeeze, like like I just want to show them, yes, I am a lady. Okay, I am a lady, but I also I know how to do a firm business handshake, and that's how I'm really reliable in businesses. You can trust me. I can't trust Shimocha, but you can trust me. I've got a firm handshake. Business. What did I walk into? What are we talking? We're were talking about love languages, and I was talking about the love language of physical touch. I like a firm handshake. I like a firm handshake. Beef says I like making out and stuff. Socially enforced making out. I might find it objectionable though. I don't like making out. I don't. I think it's like situational. It's like, oh, I don't like making out. I like a little peck again. Like a little peck. I think that is very sexy, cute. You know, like a little. She physical touch. She physical on my touch love language. Dear God, I just feel burdened when I get gifted. And then I feel bad. I'm much more grateful for a good yap or telling me Ichihime is valid. Exactly, Orange-san. You know what it is. You know what it is, King. You know what it is. I don't know what that means. You know what it is. You know what it is. But yeah, I think maybe like like physical touch as a love language is pretty good. Acts of service, showing love by performing various tasks that are helpful and ease a partner's burden. I'm really bad at that. I barely can take care of myself. So I think like of these, in order, the love languages that I actually use, physical touch probably highest because I usually find touching people gross. So if I'm giving you a firm handshake and a tight squeeze of a hug, that's love. That's love. Usually I see another human being and I think disgusting. Stay away from me. Stay away from me. But sometimes if I appreciate your business sense, I just grab someone's little human hand. I just mangle them. Just squeeze the shit out of that hand. Love language versus like language though. I think like language is like tolerance language. Like if I like you, like I just tolerate you somewhat. I listen to you politely while you tell me about, your recent political thought about X, Y, or Z that you read on that you heard from a political podcast that you listened to. Fuck, I didn't mean to push con there. I did not mean to push con there. My bad. My bad, my bros. That's I think about love in much more generalistic terms, like loving your family, loving your best friend. Loving your best friend's best friend, Do you say bless you for your business? Should I? Are people gonna think that I'm cool, sexy swag if I do? That's very important to me. Oh, I wrote in. Okay, Dalton. Tolerating somebody's company seems like quality time. Yes, you should. Okay. Bless you for your business. I think the bless you for your business is that like too religious? I don't know. I feel like now it's okay for people to say things like bless you, gesundheit. Like when I was growing up, it was like everyone was very like careful. They didn't know what kind of blessings people took or if they were pagan, it was one of those things. Things are different now. Eternal gratitude for your partnership. Yes. You meet your project manager, cross-functional team partner from the other branch, and you give them a firm handshake and you say, I have eternal gratitude for our partnership. Thank you so much for emailing within 3 business days. Unlike the rest of the team, who does not email me within a timely manner. Because please do not touch my hand. Yeah, actually, well, I was gonna say, like, maybe you guys don't, no, I think I have a pleasant handshake, because my palms are not clammy. She managed my project till I'm cross-functional. Okay, that's enough now. Yeah, Snake going through life constantly hearing, hey, Snake, did you hear about new politics, Roman Empire, old politics history, Roman, yes, Roman lobsters, otters, Roman podcast politics, yes. That's it. That's exactly what I hear every day. Especially the otters part, because I have a lot of gay gentleman friends, and the otter community is a long subject of discussion. Are you hyping us up for a handshake reveal or something? If I ever do hand cam, I will do handshakes on stream. I will do handshakes on stream. I will do handshakes on stream for the community. For the community. I know it's what people want. It's what people want in this day and age. Handshakes. A firm handshake. I'm more excited about the handshake strength reveal. Oh, it's crushing. It's crushing, Erlinship. Oh my god. These handshakes bring all the boys to the yard. It's true though. It's true. In my last position, I had like a very intense boss. He had multiple, like, besides the job that we did, that we were a part of, and the corporation that we were a part of, he had multiple other small businesses that he had started or run. He had like created a lot of different patents for things. He was an avid like open sea fisherman, whatever. He would like get on a boat and shit and like spear fish. I always thought of him as like a latter day Ahab, And he had these giant ass hands, swollen fisherman's hands, sunburnt to fuck. He just grizzled, calloused, and he used to just, like you would see him at a meeting where he's like meeting a new person, he's shaking their hand, and he would just like slam that arm up and down. He'd just be like, "Boom!" You would feel, you could see like the other person may sometimes be uncomfortable, like they felt like they were getting their arm ripped off. He didn't mean it. It was just he was a large man. He was over 6 foot tall. He was like in his late, I don't know, he was in his 50s. He just like lived a long life where he could afford a mortgage, and he just had like a bear like grip, and when I was interviewing with him, like he was really impressed because I did the things like I have resting smile face, which is the opposite of resting bitch face. It's when you just are a smiley little guy, little buddy all the time. You just got smiles. So when I go into interviews, I have to put on the most like serious face of all time. I become a different person, like I'm all business. And he was really impressed with my like business face, which is like not smiling. Like I would do I did my interviews. I used to have these like, when I did that job interview, I think it was like a multi-day interview. I did the interview. I did a presentation. I like did like a little exam thing that they had me do. Oh, it was so intense. And I just remember him being, his like eyebrows would just keep like raising and raising because like I have as you know, I have a deep low voice. And I guess when I have like my serious face on, I look very stern. But then I would come out of, like at the end, I was thanking him, and we were packing up. It was my last day. I would just given like a talk, and he was like, I'm so surprised, like you're so outgoing and friendly with everyone. You really took the time to walk the room and introduce yourself. But in your initial calls with us, you had said that you're a little bit more, that you are a quieter person. But I find you to be pretty tough in this space. And then he was like, and now I see you're really smiling, friendly, and just open. And he puts his hand out. I put my hand out. I just gripped the hand. I was just like, I was taught by a very old school mentor who was like in his 80s. Like in my profession, he was in his 80s, very 78, I think, at the time that I met him. He was older, and he had been in the game for a long time, and he kind of like, like he took me in as his young protege, and he made me use practice like firm handshakes. So like when this guy went in for the handshake for the like departure, I was just like, I was smiling and laughing, but I tried to convey through my handshake everything that he needed to know about the degree of toughness that I had within me to deal with this. Yes, firmly grasped his hand, and I could see he wanted to like, like jostle my arm up and down, like, again, like sometimes like people don't realize their own strength, and they don't realize that like their approach to handshake is the equivalent of a bear ripping off someone else's arm. I just squeezed the shit out of his fingers. I like my hand could barely fit around his hand. My hand could barely fit around his hand. I could only really grab like his four fingies, because that's how my hands are small. I have small little baby hands. I grabbed his fingers, I squeezed the shit out of them, I guess. But that was my normal grip, and I just like, thank you for this opportunity, sir. And he was like, my, that's a firm handshake. I was like, yes, that is. Is the Gnosis sober? Yes, I am sober. I am unfortunately, this is what I'm like. I just yap and I don't know. No problem. Firmly grasp handshake. I was like, this is a firm handshake. I was like, yeah. Yeah, it was. You're just silly. I am very silly. I am very silly. That is true. That is absolutely true. Oh no. Oh no. Do you guys see this? Oh god. Nothing wrong with the yap. I know. I honestly I came out of a 3 to 4 hour nap today, and all I wanted to do was talk. So I streamed. Snake prepping for her Seinfeld spiritual successor arc. Yep. It's all about nothing. All about nothing. All about nothing. Yeah. Well, now you know, like I think like physical touch, maybe spending time with people. That's my idea. Undivided attention. That's my idea of love language. But I'm very bad at those kinds of things. And I think the physical touch, the way I show love through physical touch, like a poke, I think it's more annoying than anything else. It's a real problem. So, quality time is great. Yeah, quality time is pretty good. I'm really bad at it. But you know what? I tried this weekend, okay? I tried this weekend for quality time. Because I gotta, sometimes you gotta shut up and show your baby that you think they are very fine and sweet. You think they are just like a little sweetie poo. A little button mushroom. You think they're the bee's knees. You think they're mighty kind. And you gotta spend some time with your sweetie. My partner gives me undivided attention whenever I need it. It's truly one of the best things someone can do for another. That's Mary. God damn it, your partner's so sweet and nice. Jesus, your partner's great. Let me marry her. Not allowed. Not allowed. I mean, we have found out over the years Mary's partner has amazing taste in films. Very lovely person. Very lovely person. We do indeedly take kindly to your kind around here, partner. Yep. Indeedly do. Indeedly we do. Indeedly we do. Hey there. Sorry I missed the attempt at Jade Room. How are things? Mahjong wise, could be better. Could be better. Yap wise, we're doing pretty good. Hey Rogue. Anyway, I was trying to get my little sweetheart, my little sweetie poo, some undivided attention this weekend. Cause I feel bad. Like I'm usually like I'm getting better with my arms, so I've been going out into the garden and doing stuff, and like I'll get a little harebrained scheme to like plant some seeds in a little seed germination thing, and I tend to be like a little loner sometimes at home. And my sweetie loves two things in life, and that is watching movies and spending quality time. And I'm not always good at that because I don't have an attention span. I just wander off into the woods, or I wander off into the garden, or I wander off into Mahjong for like 6-7 hours, and I don't come out. So, I felt like I needed to do some quality time this weekend. And they had asked me for just one thing. They were like, oh, I just want to do one thing, baby. I just want to do one. They don't call me baby, actually. We do not call each other baby. I just want to do one thing. And I was like, oh, what do you want to do? And my sweetie was like, I want to watch the 1993 cowboy western film Tombstone, featuring Kurt Russell and Val Kilmer as Wyatt Earp and Doc Holliday. I was like, what? I was like, what? And my sweetie was like, yeah, I want to watch this western. I need you to watch it with me. 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 And I was like, I don't have the attention span for films anymore. It's really hard for me to watch a film without scrolling away. Like I usually just like, I just like zip out of there and like, get distracted. I start, making something or doing something. And the next thing I know, I'm not in that room where the film is anymore. Even though I used to be able to watch films like a normal person. I don't have that attention span anymore. So I was like, I guess I'll watch. I guess I can do that. I knew nothing about this film or the narrative about which it was based beforehand. Now, let me ask you all. I know some of you are proud Kokonas. And some of you are America enjoyers. For what reason, I don't know. Did you all know about the story of the OK Corral? Is this like actually a thing people know about and they obsess about? I feel like he was very excited. He was like, oh my god, this is my dad's favorite movie. No. Yeah, beef. I didn't know about it. But apparently this is something that sometimes people enjoy. Western stinky. Yeah, that's what I usually think, Mary. I'm right with you. Western stinky. I like the ponies. I don't want to know about the westerns. Know of it, but not much liver and yeah. I don't know. He was really into it. He was like, we gotta watch this. So bad. I was like, is it that good? He's like, yes, it's so good. It's Val Kilmer's greatest performance. Yes. I was like, what? He was like, Val Kilmer. It's his greatest. Stole the show. You ever watched Redline? I've not watched Redline. What is Redline? I'm not much of an anime guy, but I still had to. Okay. It's animes. Redline is amazing. What is Redline? You guys are just saying this is good. You don't explain what it is. What is it? What is Redline? Is it about cowboys? Is it the story of the OK Corral? Is it the story of the OK Corral? No. Over the top racing sci-fi. Okay. I can't believe she hasn't watched the thingy. I know. But anyway, my sweetie was like, oh, you gotta watch this. You gotta watch it. Please. My dad's favorite film. It's my favorite right now. My favorite western. Tombstone. It has Funky Boy. Don't we all have Funky Boy in our hearts? Funky Boy, my beloved. Okay, I'll look into it. It's probably something I would enjoy. I feel like our tastes are very similar. So I just want to show you a clip. You don't want to have Funky Boy in your heart. Okay, well, actually, let me just blab a little bit more. We'll finish this round so that I can actually do this justice, and then I'll show you the clip of Val Kilmer. Val Kilmer, if you all don't remember, I think he's a very famous American action movie actor. What was he in? Let me do a quick IMDb search. Val Kilmer. What he passed away relatively recently. Actually, I think like within the past month or so, past 2 months or so. Um, he was a very good action star. He had throat cancer um, at some point, but he was an amazing actor. He just like amazing. Um, see, see, he was in Bad Lieutenant, Port of Call, New Orleans. Do you remember that film, Bad Lieutenant? I feel like you all do. An amazing. Sorry, I did not mean to throw away that photo. I'm too enthralled by the idea that you all would know what Bad Lieutenant Port of Call New Orleans is. Never seen it. Oh my God, Erlinson, it's one of Werner Herzog's greatest films. It's one of his great. I'm kidding. It's not one of his greatest. It's not one of his greatest. But it is a very good. It's very funny. It is very funny. Uh, Werner Herzog in recent meme history was also in the film The Snowman, which you may remember from the meme of the childlike drawing of a snowman saying, "Mr. Police, you could have saved her. I gave you all the clues." You may have remembered that. He was in The Snowman. But that's not what he's famous for. That's not what he's famous for. He's famous for being in Top Gun. He was Iceman in Top Gun. Top Gun, the 1986 classic, featuring Tom Cruise. The only moving pictures I watch are Mahjongs and Asian brain rot memes. There is no way the only moving pictures you watch are Mahjongs and Asian brain rot memes, Arlinson. Stop lying. Stop trying to be cool in front of the rest of the Mahjong community. We all know the truth. You've been outside. You've been outside. We know. We know. Stop trying to hide it. We know. Stop trying to hide it. We know. We know the truth. Should I mention why I was asking about Ishanten in an earlier stream? Because I heard something from someone else that I want your opinion on. Rogue, write your opinion down real quick. We'll read upon it. We'll read upon it. We will read it in a little bit. Yeah, Val Kilmer. He played. I don't know. You guys probably didn't watch the Doors biopic, and no one likes a biopic about a band. No one does. I don't even like them. But he played Jim Morrison in that. He's also famous for his role in Tombstone, in the 1993 classic featuring Kurt Russell, Tombstone. And my sweetie poo, my sweet dreamboat lover. I don't know why I said it like that. My sweetie poo wanted me to watch Tombstone. Kurt Russell, you may remember, is the actor. I think his name was the name that Disney said as he died. That's true about Kurt Russell. He's Goldie Hawn's longtime partner. Beef is losing it in chat. He's losing it. It is a kind of a very brain rot conversation day for me, to be honest, because I'm trying to like tell you all about a film you have never seen, and to make you care about an actor that is now dead and had a tragic illness at the end of his life, and was also in the movie Heat, which you all probably did not see. Even though I know you're all elderly millennials and you probably see the same folks or know the same references. But anyway, Val Kilmer is in this film. I was not walking into this experience thinking that I would like the film. First of all, the way it begins is just, there's a lot of exposition. Like, you have to, it's one of those films where you have to be specifically a fan of knowing about the the shootout at OK Corral, and this, like, entire, like, you know, like, meta about the Wyatt Earp and his family and his brothers, and, like, you know, like, the conditions of the West at the turn into the 20th century. Like, you have to care about these things, which I don't. Western expansion is not one of my, you know, like, one of my topics that I obsess about. It's not of interest to me. It's of interest to someone, though. For real though, I hardly watch movies. Last movie I watched was Fritz the Cat, I think. Rewatched. I've never seen Fritz the Cat. But I have seen Fitzcarraldo. And Erlen said, may I recommend, if you want to watch a really good Werner Herzog film that's not Bad Lieutenant, Port of Call, New Orleans, you should watch Fitzcarraldo. It's about a man who tries to bring a giant ship across the Amazon based on a true story. Not based on a true story. It's mainly based on an actual attempt by Werner Herzog, the director, to make an Amazonian tribe help him carry a ship over a mountain, essentially, in a river. Or where was I? I was not looking forward to Tombstone. There's a lot of exposition. You need to know a lot of cowboy lore, and in the beginning of the movie, they just give you a lot of B-roll of like old black and white cowboy films, and an old, who's that guy? He's actually in the movie as well. Hold on. I'm gonna find his name. You're gonna know exactly who I'm talking about. You're gonna know exactly who I'm talking. Sam Elliott, the actor Sam Elliott. He plays like every cowboy. He was the cowboy in blah blah blah, Big Lebowski. He's that narrator cowboy. He's a classic cowboy. Sam Elliott was in it. He's like narrating, and he's explaining like what is happening before the film even starts, and it just gives you like the whole plot, because the whole plot can be summed up very quickly. Wyatt Earp used to be a major lawman in various Western cities, but he has decided to retire, and he's moved his brothers and himself into the town of Tombstone. The name of the film, Tombstone. And his friend Doc Holliday happens to be there. Doc Holliday has tuberculosis. And that's like, and the story, and the beginning 2 minutes explains this, like in text. It's like a bad Star Wars opening. It's like and it just says in text, like, you know, they're going to get rid of the cowboys. There's this group of cowboys that are wreaking havoc in town, and like the beginning of the film shows you these cowboys that are shooting up some guy's wedding for no good reason. You watch them kill a priest and laugh about it. They're like, haha, we're definitely the bad guys. One of us has a creepy mustache and wears a red shirt. We all wear red sashes because that's how a supervillain game begins. You know, it's like, it's one of those. The cowboy mythos is the DC Marvel universe world of the early 40s and 50s, I guess, or whatever. And so you watch this all happen, and then like I turned to my sweetie. I was like, is that really, like, does anything else happen in this film besides what is said in the first 3 minutes? This seems like they're trying to tell us what the plot is. Man, this lady yapping. I know, I am yapping. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. You don't have to be here either. You can be somewhere else. For real. So I was like, is like, why are we watching this film if like everything, like the entire plot of the film was explained in the first 2 minutes? And he was like, we're watching this film for Val Kilmer. We're watching these films for Val Kilmer. Val Kilmer is the true protagonist of the show. Every thing he says becomes like a golden nugget of truth. Sorry, just teasing. You don't have to apologize. You don't have to apologize, Mary. I know what the tone of your voice is at this time. Also, I'm forcing you to watch this clip of Val Kilmer now. Hold on. We're watching this Val Kilmer clip now. Hold on. Here we go. Okay. So again, we're all trapped here. Yeah, you're all trapped here. Again, I just want to explain. The film is about Wyatt Earp, played by Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell was the last words Walt Disney said before his death. He just, as he was dying, he just suddenly said, for some reason, Kurt Russell, right here. He's playing Wyatt Earp. Wyatt Earp and his brothers are lawmen They are now tasked with the job of cleaning, or they find themselves cleaning up Tombstone, even though they're retired lawmen, from the cowboy menace. And they meet Johnny Ringo in the street. And this is the part where you fall in love with Doc Holliday, played by Val Kilmer. He is a dentist who has tuberculosis, and he, uh-oh, and we're in an ad, Oh wait, I will answer some questions while we're in this ad. I'm forcing you all to sit through this with me. I'm forced. Same same brain cell. We're all trapped here. Speaking of an enigmatic last words, did you ever watch Citizen Kane? Yes. Rosebud. Yes, I did watch Citizen Kane. Did watch Citizen Kane. Ads are saving you? Not for long. Not for long. The ads will be over. And I know when they're over, I'm going to continue and make you watch this with me, because I didn't believe that Val Kilmer was so great, okay? I didn't know or think he would be very good. I didn't believe in the strength of a Val Kilmer, but he really does make the entire film great. They did something to him. He really, I don't know. I don't know. He really captured the look of like a southern dentist turned gambler who has tuberculosis. Like, you can tell he's a southern gentleman dentist who has a gambling problem and tuberculosis immediately as you meet him. He looks terrible. He's like all pasty. He's sweating constantly. He's very thin. He's very thin. He doesn't look good. He's obviously on death's door. He's obviously at death's door. He plays the best dentist gambler of all time. The ads are gone, and it's time for us to watch this. Ready? You'll see what I mean. Okay, so here's Wyatt Earp. Here is Wyatt Earp. And he's gonna start talking to a man named Johnny Ringo. Johnny Ringo. The ads are gone. A significant crime requiring clearance of justice slaps Judge Hammer sentences 2 hours of snake video essay. This is my video essay. Did you hear that? I'm your Huckleberry. Look at this. This is Johnny Ringo. You can tell he's a bad guy. He looks unkempt. He has a mustachio that looks worse than everyone else's mustachio. He has a red sash. He's very fast with his guns. Look at his gun. He's got a gun. Look at him. I'm your Huckleberry, just like McCree, for real, for real. Yeah. Oh, look at him. I'm your Huckleberry. Look at him. And he's got his gun behind his back. He's got his hands weird. Why is it standing like that? I'll be your Huckleberry. Look at him. Look at Val Kilmer. Look at his mustache. Look at his ring. He's wearing a red vest. He's wearing a red vest. I'll be your Huckleberry. Okay. Immediately, you recognize this face. You don't know why, but he's like a million cowboy villains. I refuse to call him cast. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'll be your Huckleberry. Comes from this film. Red vested and Huckle Maxing. Yes, red vested Huckle Maxing. But later, okay, hold on. Later, Val Kilmer, Tombstone. Later, he repeats this line. It's epic. He repeats the line because here we go. Here we go. It's Johnny Ringo again. Johnny Ringo is one of the bad guys of the Cowboys. Look at him. He had actually, spoiler alert, / it's not a spoiler. He's trying to get a duel going with Wyatt Earp, but he finds someone else coming. Who is it? Val Kilmer, not in a red vest, he's in disguise as Wyatt Earp. But look at him. I'm your Huckleberry. Look at this bat. He's smoking. He's pallid and sweaty from the tuberculosis? Why, Johnny Ringo? Why does he say it like that? You look like someone just walked over your grave. Walked. The way he pronounces the W there. Walked over your grave. What? The cough. We're playing for blood, and that's what I think about when we play Mahjong. We're playing for blood. Remember? I'll be your Huckleberry. This is the attitude I want to bring into my games. I may be on a losing streak right now, and we're not going to be watching the Ballad of Buster Scruggs, Beef. I may be on a losing streak now, but you watch. I'm going to bring in the energy of a Val Kilmer as Doc Holliday in the 1993 classic Tombstone to every future game. I'll be your Huckleberry. I'll be your Huckleberry. That's what I'm going to say to my nemesis. Next week, you'll all know when I'm in Whale Cup, trying to qualify and hopefully not doing the worst. Yeah, you'll be shaking in your boots. You'll be shaking in your boots and sweating because I'm going to be the Doc Holliday of the situation. I'm going to have tuberculosis. I'm going to be sweaty and pale. And I'm going to be your Huckleberry. But what about when a cowboy trades his spurs for wings, karaoke? What about don't let your boys become cowboys? Don't let your sons become cowboys. You know, like what about any number of things? Beef. I guess you won't like the hint I was given then, although you're free to disagree with it. What? You can't say what is McCree? What is that about? What? I have no idea what you're referencing, Rogue. I have to be honest. I honestly 100% do not know what you're referencing. Ah! So I honestly do not know what is being discussed. But I do know Val Kilmer from Tombstone is my hero. I do know that I want to become. That was Overwatch Cowboy reference. What? Yeah, I don't play Overwatch. I don't know what that is. I have no idea what that is. Guys, I'm a different kind of millennial. I didn't play Overwatch. I don't know what Overwatch is. I do know what hiccups are, though. The bane of my existence. McCree was that Overwatch guy, but he had to be renamed when the Blizzard employees his name from got into some serious trouble. Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, I didn't understand that reference at all. Didn't understand that reference at all. They should have just made him a bad guy. Is that wrong to say? I don't know. That bad? I have no idea. I don't really know. So I hope I'm not being inappropriate. Anyway, I will finish watching Tombstone. The whole film is just as it says. It's just Wyatt Earp cleaning up the West. And killing cowboys that have red sashes on. It's okay. I give it 8 out of 10 stars. 8 out of 10 bags of popcorn. 8 out of 10 bags of popcorn. Pretty good film. It's like 100% carried by Val Kilmer, but you know, there's interesting cinematics. They paint with light. You know, like it's wrong of me to drop the 4M, but I'm not really paying attention right now because I'm talking too much about Val Kilmer. But it was a pretty good film. And the thing was, you know, I had such a good time watching the film with my sweetie and asking my sweetie, like, what is that? Why is that happening? Who is that? Why is Val Kilmer so sassy and so cool? That I actually opted to watch another film, which I never do. I don't do back-to-back films. I don't. I prefer to have characters completely divorced from reality. That's also why I actually act just like people talking about actors. Yeah, that makes sense. That is valid. There's narratives, so Tivoli and stuff. Yep. Uh-huh. Skip. Sorry, I'm like so congested right now. Anyway, we finished watching Tombstone, and then my sweetie was like, "Oh, honey," because we unironically call each other honey. Said, "Honey, I had such a good time watching Tombstone with you and like talking with you about Tombstone. Do you want to watch Dune?" And I was, my defenses were down. You know, like I didn't know because I haven't watched a film in a while. I knew he was talking about the new Doom with Timothée Chalamet. Timothée Chalamet. I knew that's what he was talking about. I didn't know what I was going to be getting into. And I said, okay, I'm glad you had a good time with me watching this movie. I mean, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. You know, usually I'm not a huge Western fan, but I guess I can watch Dune with you, the new Dune. And he was like, "Oh boy, are you in for an experience." And was I ever? Was I ever? Have you guys watched the new Dune? With Timothée Chalamet? Now, I remember parts of the David Lynch Dune. Nope, no idea who that is. Timothée Chalamet? Timothée? Surely we can get you an image right here. Let me see if I can. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can find Dune. Timothée Chalamet. Streamer, please watch this. I will watch this in a second. Okay. Oh, where did my game go? Hold on. Oh, thank God, this person's on break. What are you showing me here, Mary? I'm gonna just go ahead and click this. Oh. Okay, we're gonna watch this after too. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna yap for a bit while we play out this game, and then we'll look at some videos because I need the visuals to explain to you what I was up to yesterday when I was hanging out with my sweetie poo, watching some films. Watching Dune 1. Now, I remember parts of David Lynch's Dune in little bits and pieces because it's a part of a cultural reference point, you know, like I'm a huge Twin Peaks fan, so, you know, I usually watch anything that David Lynch has made, you know, like I'm willing to dig into it. But I don't remember Dune very well, and it's kind of funny because I think I read like 3 out of whatever, you know, the 3 out of the eccentric number of Dune books there are now. When I was a teen, I don't remember anything from them. I generally remember, like, you know, spice. He who controls the spice controls blah blah blah. I remember that. I think when I was a teen, I read through books very quickly. I read a lot of books. They all run together now. You all know I have no lawn or short-term memory, as you've seen via Mahjong games. I just generally remember Dune as a good experience, but I wasn't ready for Dune, the present Dune with Timothée Chalamet. Okay. I had heard the film was good because I'm also an avid drag queen enjoyer. I like Katya Zamlovich. And Katya got really into Dune in the recent, you know, like years. I think Katya read all the books, watched all the Dune films, gooned to all the Dune films, made a lot of memes about all the Dune films. So I was walking into this thinking, like, you know, this might actually be something that I enjoy. And it's hard for me because I don't watch a lot of movies anymore. Again, I don't have the attention span. I'm a little bit of a Debbie Downer. Low attention span. High Mahjong addiction. Low attention span. So I wasn't really expecting much, but my God, it was so good. So good. I know we're in the middle of this game, but I think I can get away with, like, actually playing some videos real quick. Hold on. Let me do this. Pow. Okay. Timothée Chalamet. This is the man. This is the man. I want to show you this. This film is a visual feast. It is a visual feast, and it has one of my favorite things of all time: witches. That's right. Here we go. That's Timothée Chalamet next to his mom. They have a weird incestuous relationship. Oh, the witch. Okay, he's Timothée Chalamet. This is the beginning of the film. Timothée Chalamet is trapped in this room with a witch, and his mom is trained with the witches. Oh, you can't hear it over the game volume? Okay, hold on. Pow. Pow. Game volume reduced. Ready? Ready? Okay, so Timothée Chalamet, this is what you need to know for this. His mom is a witch. His mom has brought him to meet the mother superior of the witches in the middle of the night. He doesn't know why he's there. He's very confused. He's a baby deer, etc., etc. Look at him. He's a baby deer. He's got big deer eyes, and he's supposed to be attractive to women. He sees that this witch. Wait, hold on. Damn. Hold on. I gotta find an image of this witch. There she is. Look at her tall ass hat. Can you see this? She's got a tall. She looks like a chess piece queen. She's got like a tall ass hat. I'm all about this hat. I'm in the way, aren't I? Hold on. Let me. I'm in the way. You gotta see. Do you see her? She's very difficult to see. Yeah. Yeah. Hat. This is a good ass hat. Good ass hat. Okay, look at her. Defiance in the eyes, like his father. This is how you know this is going to be a good film. There's already a matriarchy established that has disdain for men. Okay, go ahead. Yep, see? Nun mom, mother superior, witch woman in the back. Here we go. Come here, kneel. Look at it. It's happening. It's happening. The voice. Yes, Rogue, exactly, the voice. The voice, and not the television show, which I also, it's a guilty pleasure enjoyment of mine. The Voice, the television series. The competition. Um Solid hat, yeah. Actually, I want a cage to wear on my head like Michael Ash from Bloodborne. Ooh, it's just like I always say, grant us eyes, plant eyes inside our brains, the curious of our beastly idiocy. Look at this though. Look at this queen. What's in the box? Anyway, I just want to show you that. And then Mary sent me this, which is also from Doom. Sorry, not Doom. Dune. Oh, very, very good. Captures the spirit of the film very well. Captures the spirit of the film very well. And you notice it's a visual feast. Everything looks very there's a lot of textures in the film. Like a Tchaikovsky film where everything looks very wet for some reason. Everything looks either very wet or very dry in this film. And that's art. That's what art is. Uh but I had a really good time watching Timothée Chalamet uh in the desert. I don't think he's a really good part of the film. He's the least interesting part of the film. Him and Zendaya, they're great at what they do. Least interesting part of the film. I need I need 150% more witches saying things like "yeah" and using the voice on people. And the Harkonians, these like weird bald guys. I need more of those because they're freaks. They're freaks. Are very cold if you watch the recent series by HBO. I haven't watched the recent series by HBO. I don't have Max right now because I can't afford to have this many streaming services. It's just too much. It's too much. It's too many streaming services. We've gone all the way around from television with a lot of commercials to the relative freedom of a world with streaming, and then streaming has become television with commercials again. It's awful. Except the service is worse. It's not in the same place anymore. It's harder to find things that you want to watch because they're scattered in the multiverse. It's just worse. So I don't know. I had a really good weekend. Is all I'm trying to say. I learned about love language. I really thought about love languages closely. I watched Val Kilmer in Tombstone, the 1993 Tombstone, and then I watched Dune. And I got really into being a witch that could use their voice to control people and make them do what they want. That's what I got into this weekend. And I talked about it for an hour and 22 minutes, more or less. That's three topics. The subject of my interests recently. And now this is now in your head. Now you'll probably have to think. You'll have to watch Tombstone at some point so you can see what I mean about Val Kilmer being the best. The way that I want to be when I'm out on the Mahjong fields, when I'm killing cowboys. I want to be a slightly effect uh southern dentist who goes by the nickname Doc Holliday. I have a gambling addiction. I have an eccentric harlot wife, and I drink too much and stay awake for 36 hours gambling, and then I shoot people with a gun. Pew pew. You're gonna eat a pistachio cornetto, girl. Do what you need to do. Ugh, eat that ice cream. Eat that ice cream up with a spoon. Do it. Do it. You know what I had yesterday? I got a Klondike bar. I haven't had one of those in fucking forever. So good. Ooh, just like a bad vanilla ice cream and chocolate coating. Ooh, so good, so delicious. Pistachio cornetto sounds strangely like very luxurious. Pistachio's a very luxurious flavor. Mm. Oh boy. And we're doing bad in this game, so I just want to point out, like the games have not gotten better. Like the luck is locked in what we have right now. We're locked in. We're not locked in. We're locked in to what we have going on right now. Let me drop the 2S here. Okay. Mm, mm. Maybe I'll actually get locked in though as a result of having explained all the things that I wanted to talk about. I don't know. Do you ever just have like like you just have like a worm in your brain, like something you really want to discuss? That was me today. I was like, I need to tell someone about these different thoughts that I've had. They're not good thoughts. I just need to expel them from my brain rotted body to your brain rotted body. And now you have these thoughts. And now you can think about Val Kilmer. Anyway, it just made me want to watch a whole bunch of like action movies. I did briefly think my sweetie did briefly ask if I wanted to watch Con Air. Do you guys remember the classic Con Air? It's a Nicolas Cage film where he's a convict in the air on an aeroplane. Do you remember that? Oh, what a film! And there's like a Silence of the Lambs type convict on the plane, and for some reason Dave Chappelle's on the plane. It's been a while since I've watched the whole thing from beginning to end, but I was thinking, it wouldn't have been that bad. I was like, I had reached that point of watching action films where I could have done another Con Air. That's the one with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, right? Love that one. It might be. It might be. I don't think it is. I don't know, Kappa. I honestly like. It's been a while. I thought about watching it though. Every now and then I get on a real like action film kick, or I just sometimes it's a Nicolas Cage kick. Like I get like stuck on one American actor and I just watch them. You're talking about Airplane? You're talking about Airplane. That's Mary, that's too old of a reference for me, and that's weird because I think you're younger than me. Why are you making references to Airplane? I've never watched Airplane. I have watched Con Air with Dave Chappelle because it's a foundational work. Evidently, evidently. Foundational work of comedy. I don't think it's that good. No, it's not that good. It's pretty good. I mean, like, I think it doesn't it has not withstood the tides of time. It's good bits, like the bone cream. Okay. I don't know why I did this. It's not a good move, but I'm just trying to live. Oh, so close. But he's not afraid to drop tiles that are close to the ones that I need either. So I might get lucky, but I'm also maybe gonna deal in. I'm in fourth right now, and I need something. I also forgot about my Cheerios that I had. If you were here in the beginning of the stream, do you remember when I said I was eating a bowl of Cheerios? I just let them sit for an hour and a half. I completely forgot about them. They're super soggy. It's kind of gross. Mm. But I won't eat them. They're my dinner. It's my girl dinner. Ooh. Oh, it kind of sits with. That's weird. Mm. Hopefully this helps me. The vape plot you described kind of earlier kind of reminded me of a book I read way back. What vape plot? The real plot of the events of Lancelot by Walker Percy. Mm. Walker Percy. Hmm. I feel like that title and the author name is familiar. Yeah. I haven't read it, but I feel like this is a very like I know the title. Fascinating book, kind of like a Southern Aristocrat, American Psycho. Yeah. I should have been in bed hours ago, so good night, Rogue. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for listening to me blather on about nothing for a really long time for no reason. I appreciate you. And good night. And sleep tight. And don't let the bed bugs bite. And watch out because they will definitely bite. Bed bugs are the worst. They live forever. You're never going to be able to get rid of them. Ask me how I know. Ask me how I know. This. I think we might as well get rid of this north pair. Like it's not really doing anything. Um yeah, it's not really doing anything here. Frick. That's actually a good draw there. And at least I know the north is safe. I could drop the 1S at some point. Ooh. Am I hearing? Am I hearing? I think there's something outside my door that needs to come in. I think it's the cat. Hold on. If we can get into Ricci, I'm gonna go let my cat in. I can hear her outside. There we go. Yeah, she was outside. She was crying. I'd be crying too if I was her. Oh, actually, I should have dropped the 6 there. Fuck, I missed out on the SSK. I clicked the wrong thing. And success is also safe. It would have been safe too. That guy just said a whole bunch of words. Is this Archer? It's Archer. Okay. This is obviously a Hanetsu hand. And or it could be a different hand too. Like no pressure. Sorry. It could be a different hand too. Like we could push a different hand too, but maybe we want to like push the Hanetsu just for the point value, which I think would be better, honestly. But we minimum 2 Han, and then if we do the Hanetsu, that's another 2 Han on top of that, right? Open Hanetsu, um, or close. It could be a closed hand. Ideal situation, like you draw like a white and you drop the 7P, and then you get either another. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of ideal situations with this actually. Hmm. Okay. Like I draw another north naturally, drop the 9. Um, ooh, I think this is greeding a little bit. Like like the thought about the dragons in here, a little bit too greedy. Honestly, a little bit too greedy. Yeah, I think ideally I naturally draw the white. I drop 8M. I like get both the north and white or north white red. I don't know. I can get all of the dragons. That'd be nice, but I don't think it's possible. I'm like getting way too ahead of myself. And everyone else is wanting bamboos. I'm gonna get bamboozled. I can tell. Okay. Can always drop an 8M for safety. 9S is actually safe. No one wants it. Red is definitely safe. Hmm. YOLO. 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 You only live one time. You only live one time. Con. You only live one time. Gotta do it. Gotta do it. Gotta do it. Gotta believe. Believe in me that believes in you. Come on. No. Yes. Okay, I just realized that 5S is actually safe because it passed his. Okay. Don't tell me someone has all the whites. Scrolling all those tofu tiles away. Okay. No one wants Akka's. Ah, fuck. This fucking guy. Jesus. Okay. That was a surprise. All triplets. I had such a good hand there, though. I guess I'm second. That's not like the worst. That is not the worst. Okay. Do this. Okay. That's very nice. That was such a good hand. So close. Maybe I should have known that that they just weren't going to drop whites. It was like too close to the end or something there in that pass hand. Like I'm too stuck on that pass hand because it was so good. It was such a good hand. Such a yeah. But I knew I wouldn't because I just don't think anyone wanted to throw away the tofu tiles. They're paranoid about them. They really felt okay with the red tiles, but like I think it was like way too late in the game. I think someone probably had like a triplet of them. Uh, I mean, I could go Hanetsu on this hand too. Like maybe I should have punned the 1Ms and then just use the West as the pair for the hand. That's like a possibility. You could also pun 8M or whatever with it. But wait a minute, West is already in my discards. I completely forgot to remember that. Ooh, maybe no. That's fine. That's fine. This works. This is a thing. Yeah, this is a thing. This is fine. I just need to pun either one. I just need to pun 1M. I was gonna say either 1M or 8M, but I think you get into Furry 10 World if you do that. The Wests. Okay. Oh, that is Furry 10 World. We'll have to go a different way. I mean, I know Furry 10 is just a state of mind, but I don't think that's the way. I think that's the false prophet. That's the devil. That's a devilish choice there. Oh, you gotta let Wes go. You gotta let blah blah blah. You gotta let Wes go. Frick, never mind. Isn't the devil a snake though? You shut your little beef mouth, beef. Get off that, you cat. No cereal for cats. Get away from that bowl. Yeah, you shut your little beefy mouth, beef. Ooh, okay. This is. Ooh, it's okay. It's probably fine. It's probably fine. I'm gonna drop green. I think that's the way. Oh, and you know what? I just realized. Probably should put the game music back on. We have watched enough clips. That was the one time we watch clips here. This is fine. This is fine. Up on the 1Ms. Game music is a bit loud. Oh, sorry, my bro. Oh, whoops. Sorry, bro. Is that better? Better? Yeesh. Okay, good, good. I think that's kind of working. I like having back to 2.5k, you know, starting point amount. Didn't advance, didn't go behind. That's fine. Didn't get behind, didn't advance. Just let time pass. It's fine. I should probably feel more comfortable tossing out this white because I don't think it's gonna do anything. The white dragon. This shiny tofu, this smooth, firm tofu, it needs to go. Unless I get another one, then it needs to stay. Frick. Hmm. Yeah, I could have done something with those 5s. I chose not to. I don't know why. Drunk. Grandma's drunk. Grandma's drunk. God damn it. You can't get behind the wheel like this. Okay. Getting closer. I think like Champagne weight possibly for the ends on a 1S 8M wouldn't be so bad. It wouldn't be terrible. Ideally, you get like a 7 or an 8M though, and just like complete this block. And then you just wait out the 5 8S. I feel like people aren't into Manzus, so like an 8M Manzu drop is not like unexpected. Never mind. Never mind. Happy Saturday, Kia. So I hope your weekend is going well. Thank
Rosal
you.
Diyar just subscribed for 25 months. Happy Saturday, Kias.
1 month.
I hope your weekend is going well,
I
Tilda.
thought I saw earlier, not to like creep on you and what you do, but I thought I saw earlier that you not only streamed earlier today, but that you were playing like Monster Hunter Wilds. I need to start playing Monster Hunter Wilds with you. I really want to. I really want to play Monster Hunter Wilds. Recently recently I got back into playing The Walking Village, which is a little like city manager game where you're managing a city on the back of a giant turtle. Ooh, yes, you love that one. I did. Z loved that one too. Yeah, I play like because they do fairly frequent updates, like the developers for The Walking Village update the game mechanics and like try and adjust according to player feedback on the game like fairly frequently. So like there are like a good number of updates usually that help the game change the game. I'm currently in like I think probably one of the longest rounds of playing The Walking Village with one village that I've ever played. That's nice that there are always new things to check out. Yeah, the art for The Walking Village is just fantastic. I just think it's like superlative artwork, very pretty, very cute, like really well done. You know, I really like their art. I really like the gameplay is good, and I come back to it a lot. I play The Walking Village a lot. I just like it. I wish they would randomize some of the hazards more. I think that would be fun. But I don't know if that's possible. That might be too much to set up. Nope. 3 or 6. Ideally, we get a 3M here, by the way. So that we can get the IPK with 345. But if we don't, it's okay. Oh no, it's taking a while. It's one of those games you can hop into whenever, so no need to rush back. Yeah, anytime you want to end up come back to Wilds, I'll be happy to hunt with you. Yes, because I want to like I know that there's a lot of cool armor that I could be making. I need to figure that out, and then I want to figure out how to use stickers, because you like showed me a sticker, and then I was like, how do you use this? Later on, I was like, I couldn't figure it out on my own. I have to like watch a YouTube. Yeah, I can teach you this sticker tech. Yeah, we'll talk about this at another time. I'm sure we'll talk about this and we'll play together another time. 1000%. Yeah, I should get wild. Yeah, you should, Beef. I think you'd really enjoy it. It's really good. It's really good. Why is it expensive? Because all games are expensive now. All games are over $60. I'm sure there will be a discount at some point, but it'll probably take a while. And Rise was good, yeah. You loved World and Rise was good, yeah. Yeah, it is pricey. I think they did a really good job with it. You know, I think it's a very balanced game, and it's very entertaining. You can play it for hours and hours and hours. Okay, this is okay. It's like, it's mostly okay. It's not the best. I think the next tile we get rid of is the 8M, because 788 is like a fairly strong like segment of a bit, and then everything else is not as strong. Like, you know, like this could be a triplet of 5s, or it could be like a pair of 5s and a 579. This could be a 1-2-3 sequence. It'd be better if we could just use this as the pair, honestly. So I'm just gonna go ahead and drop this 9-7 and just try to make things like have consecutive tiles next to each other, and that'll help. We could have a weird champagne wait between 1M, 2P at the later point, but ideally we draw 3P or another 2P to complete this segment. Who knows what Dwemin needs? Weird discards. I could just drop these as save tiles. I might just do that just to buy myself some time to get other bits and bobs this hand. That might be the play. That might actually be the play. Shit, I don't have a 9S though, which would be helpful. I don't know, just some more, I guess. That's probably it. Or we could just get rid of 8-7. I don't know if it's safe, but I know at least now 8 is safe. Don't know if 8P is safe necessarily. We have to drop it. Passed. Okay. We have an IPK 345 again, like we did last hand. We're gonna let this pass. 7 passes, yep. I need a 6 or a 9M, and then we need another 3 or a, sorry, not a 3, a 2 or a 5M. And then we're good to go on this possible IPK. The 1Ms is the pair. P is also safe to discard. Nine P is safe to discard. So I just have safe tiles to go. Since we're getting to the end of this, I may want to just like get into Tempai if we can. I mean, it's really dependent on what other people throw us. I'm just gonna Dama this. There we go. We might actually be able to steal first with this. Yeah, there we go. That's pretty good. We're getting closer to stealing first. South 4 last round. Let's go fast. We're dealer too. So this is like possible. Time to zoom, yeah. I think like a quick south pun would be perfect. Here, I think if I was a little bit less patient, I would probably have eaten that 2M and just like started to push. But that doesn't help because then they can kind of guess that you need like a Yaku of some kind that probably involves honor tiles. So it's better to do a closed hand, but yeah. That? Okay, green's dead. Yeah, this is good. This is a 1S pair option for post pun of this south. 7M is the most isolated tile, so we have to let this go. Possible Hanitsu too. That's like another possibility for this hand. Probably gonna drop 1-3 just because there's like 2-2Ms in discard. But we'll see. You know, there's always that possibility you draw the 2M. Happens all the time. You could also drop 7-9 just because there's also 2 8S in discard. Whatever you feel more helpful. I think I'm probably gonna drop 1-3 just in case we can do like a Hanitsu with this to get like slightly more points. It's definitely worth it to eat now. So if we see a 7P or an 8S again, we should go for it. Okay. We're Ishan 10 right now. A little awkward there. Yeah, drop Dora. 6P safe to drop though. Let's not deal in. Let's hope instead that Shimochi deals into someone else. Nope, never mind. I'm okay with second on this. Okay, I gotta go. I have some dishes to wash, and I frankly want to go for a little bit of a walk and a stretch. I feel like a good walk and a stretch would be pretty good. GG's, well done. Thanks, Ash. It's good to see you. Long time no see. Yes, love that. Stretch break. Yes, I am going to go head out. Thank you for hanging out with me as I yapped on. I really appreciate it. I hope you all have a good night. Don't stay up too late. Be good. I'm going to have us raid into Wrath because he's playing right now. Say hi to Wrath. And I'll see you all next time. I'm looking forward to it. I am looking forward to our next time we stream. Have a good night, everyone. Good night. Good night.